As part of efforts to strengthen universal health coverage in Lagos, the State Health Management Agency has held its 2025 first quarter EKOSHA Health Alliance Town Hall meeting for Health Districts 1 and 6. The permanent secretary in charge of the agency, Dr. Emanuela Zamba, says over 1.6 billion naira has been invested into the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund since its full commencement in 2022, with 133,408 enrollees recorded across accredited primary healthcare centers.
It's a town hall meeting at Bariga Local Council Development Area where the Lagos State Health Management Agency has come to enlighten the people about health insurance scheme and also discuss the benefits of EKOSHA Health Alliance. The event, which brought together community leaders, healthcare providers and government representatives, paved the way for deliberations on Lagos State Social Health Insurance Scheme, Ilera Eco, and the Basic Healthcare Provisions Fund, made available for the vulnerable group.
The Basic Healthcare Provision Fund, which is a fund and an initiative by the federal government, through which they provide 1% of the consolidated revenue fund from the federal government, and that money is shared amongst all the states of Nigeria based on the population size and poverty rate. This initiative commenced fully in Lagos in 2022, and thus far, Lagos State has received the sum of 1.694812.82 billion from the federal government, which has covered 133,408 enrollees so far. This initiative is being implemented in accredited PHCs across the state and has made significant impact in covering vulnerable lives, to which we do appreciate the National Health Insurance Authority. We do appreciate the federal government. Thank you very much. On the part of Ilera Eco and what the state government is doing, the equity fund, which also is 1% of the consolidated revenue fund, is being provided by the state government to cover the vulnerable. Thus far, and under the leadership of Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, EKOSHA commenced in December 2022 and has covered 372,620 lives thus far. A total sum of 2,245,216,700 has been expended since commencement, and in 2024, Lagos became the first state of Nigeria to make equity fund a first-line charge. Please clap for Mr. Governor. It's not easy. He's very dedicated, and we thank him. Indeed, the allocation which we were given in 2024 of 1 billion has now been increased to 3 billion for 2025. So we hope to cover even more people this year. Beyond health coverage, LASHMA is also committed to empowering vulnerable residents by providing them with the tools they need to achieve financial independence. In collaboration with the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, in the year 2023, end of 2023, early 2024, 209 vulnerable individuals were trained in vocational skills and equipped to start their own businesses. This is a program that we intend to scale up and we intend to expand. We have already had one feedback session with these 209 vulnerable individuals who told us that the empowerment has made a significant difference in terms of their ability to be able to feed their families. We'll be having another meeting with them. I think that is next week. Where's the EKOSHA team lead? We believe that we'll get even more success stories for them. What we intend to do with this sustainable program is that when you are empowered, after we pay for you for 1 year or 2 years, after that, we expect you to be able to pay for yourself because you have been given some level of empowerment.
Representative of the National Health Insurance Authority commends LASHMA for its continuous engagement with stakeholders, which will help identify and resolve challenges affecting health insurance service delivery.
If we don't have an alliance, if we don't have engagements, the health insurance program flops. So the importance of constant engagement cannot be overemphasized. Through constant engagements, recurring complaints that slows down or hinder healthcare service delivery are trashed, and viable solutions are profiled. So that's why we're here, to trash those complaints, to trash those things that hinder the progress of health insurance programs. At the long run, what happens if you have constant engagement? It builds up the confidence of all the actors of the health insurance program. The beneficiaries are happy, the other stakeholders are happy, the health service providers are happy, and everybody is happy. The NHIA eagerly look forward on having everybody in Lagos take up any form of health insurance program, and more importantly, the LASHMA. This will eventually get all of us to our ultimate goal of achieving universal health coverage.
One of the officials of the State Health Management Agency also educates the people about LASHMA healthcare plan and the services attached to it.
Under the BSPF plan that is covered by NHIA, or is monitored by NHIA, so we have the primary care and the secondary care. Under secondary care, you can see the doctor, you can register, you can see the doctor for different, primary ailments like malaria, all the things that we know, cough. You can take your children there for immunization, for nutritional support or nutritional advice. You can do circumcision for your child. You can also do HIV testing or counseling. You can do that there. You can do different tests, malaria tests. You want to check your urine, you want to check your stool for one thing or the other. You can do that there. You can check your blood. You can do blood glucose test, your sugar test, blood sugar test. You can do that. Then there's also care for pregnant women, all right, called antenatal care. So you can do that there. And if you need to do a surgery for delivery, normal surgery and CS, everything is covered there. Then for illnesses or treatments that does not involve surgery, you have the right to stay hospital. You are entitled to 15 days of admission at the hospital. For those that will be that are surgical, the treatment that you need to cut them open, you can stay in the hospital. You're entitled to stay in the hospital for 20 days in the plan. Then there's also treatment for children. When you give birth to them, maybe they're not crying well, they call this birth asphyxia. The child is entitled to care. Jaundice or anemia for the child, low blood. All right. Then also management of illnesses like hypertension, of diabetes, and all of those illnesses. It can be managed under this plan. Also for surgeries like appendectomy for appendix, surgeries for hernia, call it herniorrhaphies. Surgery if you have issues with for the men, maybe the issues with the phallus. We can do the surgery here.
The Lagos State government says over 300,000 vulnerable residents have benefited from EKOSHA Health Alliance since its launch in December 2022. 209 people have also been empowered by LASHMA just to ensure that Lagosians plug into the state health insurance scheme called LASHMA, and government welcomes more collaboration to achieve universal health coverage in Lagos.